Okay, 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 okay. MMUKO OS summary. MMUKO boot OS. Settle. Okay, this video is gonna be on MMUKO OS, M for Mike, M for Mike, U for Umbrella, K for Kilo, O for Oscar, uh, MMUKO OS, boot sector summary. Um, Things I've done well, things I've done poorly. Let me write it down. Got my notes here. What do I write to the notes here? My notes is on this sheet of paper here. This is book here. Green book here. Three player chess. Security in war crime is in war crime context. Well, this is something else, but how to enforce security and welfare. Yeah. Does MMUKO OS do that? The civil collapse doctrine. Well, I'm missing the etymologies. So I'm trying to see what I've done right. So MMUKO OS advantages. So the minimal viable version was a MMUKO boot.psc. And it does boot, it does boot. So the OBNXS MK2 repository, standing for Mark II, MMUKO boot.psc is a boot sector with 512 bytes, no, megabytes of data in it that aligns all qubits, CUBIT, to food, water, and shelter as a memory allocation need. Without that, the computer halts. The computer halts. Then you have to get it, the food, water, and shelter, before you can use the computer. Now, now that's the beauty of it. It's a quantum inspired human rights operating system. Because we humans operate with it. So that's go. So the goal is pass. Remember, active or verify. Ensuring that, but this is just we hook up to a real world API. So every day you have to have food or shelter. You'll be looking to you route to the goal. Next step is you hook it up to the protocol, Alpha Lima, I for Indigo, B for Bravo, P for Papa, O for Orange, Y for Alpha Lima, Y for Yankee, C for Charlie, A for Alpha, Alpha Lima. Because need is not a want. Needing food is never a want. You don't want food, you need food. Food was said they need. And it's basically built on the bear front blockade of the wall, the bear front blockade. So, there are things I have to consider, like my ontological Bayesian intelligence, which is basically implementing Neo4j as in ontology graphs. At 2. But there's a plan there. No buts. But it's a computer operating system. So I'll review the PSC now. Let me just see the C code. It's not even ready for production, but it does the job. It boots. It boots. Let me try to find it. Mm, let me try to find it. MMUKO boot the PSC. Yeah, this is a MMUKO boot simulator, the Pi. Because if you so this is simulator. Yeah. But this is not the actual, these are files, you see. So let me get the C actual main C file. GitHub.com, we could build a C. We could boot. What is it? We could build a C. So this is C file. Let me add this one file here. Yeah, basically, the Sigi MMUKO boot the Pi. Let me know if use namespace if it's Python extension. The same thing in Python. I guess people should run Python code instead. MMUKO boot simulator.py. Nah, okay. So this is MMUKO boot.py. It's not uploaded. So you get MMUKO boot.c, MMUKO boot.py. So you're gonna get MMUKO boot. So this is the code here, py directions, supervision pair, qubits, byte node, qubit has an index, a string, a spin, a direction, a status, slope, and tangle. There's a qubit, a classical compass ring bit. Boot status resolve. But this is a message to resolve boot status. Okay, it's not good enough, but it has to be. So you need qubit ring. I'm just going to skip on quite a kind of chunky part of it. But the definitions of the system, like, qubit is a class, as a blueprint for an object. A byte node, a byte node, a stream of bytes on a node is a list of qubits, I mean. It's a ring. And you get books boosted. So, you're going to have all of this here. Neighbor equals neighboring pairs, bit equals byte value, right shift index of the byte forest, ampersand and 1 byte on 1 byte. It's a bit. This is what the bits is at. So this is a bit padding. So right shift will be no. This is facing left. Pointing. This is right shift. No, this is right shift. Right shift is an index. And the neighboring bit. So it looks like each neighboring bit on the qubit link and 1. So bits and true. I don't know what operator does, but ampersand does ampersand. Especially with truth. Yeah, but this is binary truth and 1. But you should watch the binary one. I think it's gonna be on the truth of those 1. So byte value equals index plus one. Neighbors. If bit equals one, neighbor equals one, check state up. If bit equals one and neighbor equals zero, state of charm. Zero and one. So these are the codes here for it. MMUKO. If you run this MMUKO now, they should run code runner. Can I run it here? Python. So this is my operating system here. This is like the like sector for core hologram. Python MMUKO boot. MMUKO boot set, which is this file here. Same thing. The Python dot slash MMUKO. I'm trying to review my own code. There's no seed in MMUKO. Python MMUKO boot. That's bytes. That was bytes. There's hex. Hex. That's base. That's just base. See. Out of range. Parts bytes dot hex. That'll be AF. Let's try it here. Yeah, all around node accepted. Perfect. Freedom check. So this is the first is sprint. Never locks up. This is okay. So this can be kernel. But this is much I'm getting here. Pairs with okay. What did I learn from this? So I'm gonna have to go and play my video game, but that's the code. So the next steps are to actually build a operating system like the Sigi. I'll give you how to feed you. But I've got AI system I want to build too. I can build the AI first to view ontological Bayesian intelligence, which I already have. My proof I already have. But I have to research how to implement. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Neo4j ontologies. I don't even know how to use Neo4j ontologies. And semantics, yeah, semantic graphs, ontological graphs. Knowledge graphs, semantic graph. Call Neo4j mapping the animal space schema. And exposing iDrive. Cypher is very good. I love graph theory. Yeah, I was just went sidetrack. I was song I was listening to. Uh, but this is something I was working on. My own work. Wait, what was my own work? My own work was on Overleaf. No, this is my own work. OBI. I already got it exported here on GitHub. So this is the proof of ontological based intelligence here. No, this is this is pseudocode, right? Um, this is patent poetry. So, patents. Free Palestine. Oh, I forgot what I was doing with that. Can't free Palestine. I can free Palestine. Oh, can I? Should do. Well, so this is the proof of the work here. So this is all PDF files for the most part. Like this one here. For the intelligence. This is just one file I've seen before. So this is all my work basically. That cost function for ontological Bayesian intelligence AI. A dark cost function for verb noun symbolic capsules within the vexillarium neural framework. This is basically how an AI system knows language. Linguistics. So a verb is a multi-slot, but it's basically hard to build an AI system. But this is my proof. I can write an AI system with this framework, but this is a dark cost function. For this is what I'm saying. So my point was to explain that to review my own operating system. So how Insigne gives you food for the shelter, how the ontological based intelligence gives you as a robot systems that give you move the food around. The logistics part is robots here, which is ontological based intelligence. Ontological Bayesian intelligence logistics. Yeah. Um. Uh. 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 uh, yeah. Yeah. Mm, but this is the proof. So some of work are still there, but the locals because I don't have money to build robots. So I'm doing everything I can as an African man to do it. But this world the AI is gonna be drones, ontological based intelligent drones, robots that can carry food, water, and shelter. And just the goal of to ensure that you can do everything I want in my life. But I should get a review the proof. So the boost that is working, the code compiles, and I can run the code, and that's what I care about and the verification. So in SIGI is the verification protocol for food, water, and shelter. Ontological Bayesian intelligence is ontology. Knows specifically that do resource definition graphs, RDF graph. This is semantic knowledge graph, which are bipartite by design, by nature. And you get this is two colorable, meaning is two colorable. If you understand, epistemology is two colorable graph minimum. Which is known as semantic graph. And the review of the ontology. So my next step is actually I want to build AI. I want to build AI systems. So I can build an AI robot. I can design a robot. If I start now in my life, I design my robot. It takes 2 years, or I build a compound. But the compound I have to build it, properly. So if I build a compound, I design a robot in that compound. So that'll be the idea there, So I will be actually living life, like enjoying life. But that's the goal. So the football system is going to be free, but how can you make something free by bringing the price to zero? You trade the price, you trade it to become zero. You trade it to become zero. So that's the idea. So I'm working on it myself, but I really need people to prove it. I understand what I'm writing. I can read my own proof. Doesn't matter agent or not, I can read the proofs. And I do care about the dark constant function of verb noun k equals I 1 k, where wk as the semantic distance VK and VM plus lambda CG. This is directly a cyclic graph cost function. Where wait. I'm trying to look at what definitions are. The cost function of a verb noun taxonomy. A symbolic capsule within the Vexaraminium framework. So basically, it's a language for understanding verb. Basically, this some of my work, I did. But I understand it, I don't, I just have to use it, So this is an AI model. So like, basically, I can load an AI in a runtime, basically, the pickle file. So take a pickle format, load it in a web browser in Java. So the pickle formats are Python objects, pickle objects, the Python bytecode. But the idea is to take the AI system to the real world, so not just Python to the whole world. So I'm trying to define a web film a filter flash file for based on so any language can load up. But we're only going to Sigi, so Sigi should just do. It's a codec. It's a codec. It's a codec. It's a coder and decoder that uses a silhouette, basically, and a single file, and so was alpha negotiating with alpha internet to define the framework of formats. So the idea of all this was saying is to build a system. So I'm going to say it again. MMUKO is M for Mike, N for Mike, Q for Mike, K for Kilo, O for Oscar. The human rights operating system, quantum inspired, that gives you food, water, shelter before you boot up or you holds. Two, in SIGI, the human rights protocol for delivering a session good through logistics. No, in SIGI, the human rights protocol give you food, water, shelter. And OBI, ontological based intelligence, which is basically using neo-4j graphs to three colorable graphs because it's consensual, not by because I don't want to be bypassed. I want to be three colorable graph, through a colorable graphs of the ontological based intelligence to ensure that you have three nodes that are consensual to give you food or shelter. This is made by two nodes. It can be poisoned. It can be hijacked, and that's the idea. So you have so next steps for me are to review my proofs and build an AI model with it. So the filter flash files I'm trying to define basically is a SIGI. N for number S is dot in SIGI. N for number S Sarah I for indigo G for gold I for India, which is allows a system to SIGI verify. Yeah, this is just the phase one. It's just a document here. So this is the proof. So you get some of the proofs here all done. But, the idea of these documents is just to ensure that I'm doing this correctly. So, so I've done the proof. I need peer review and I need time on my side. Not luck, time. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Take care.